had just said goodbye to my daughter. She went back home to Mexico, and nobody prepared me for the emotions that I experienced when I had to hug my daughter goodbye. I did know I was going to see her soon. We had already planned a trip to Mexico to stay with she and her family, and that helped, but knowing that I was coming back to a house and a room that was going to be empty, that was occupied for 7 or 8 months when we were a family of 3. And once again, I had to say goodbye to someone I loved. I felt like I was in a season of loving and losing. I had experienced so much love and so much loss that my heart was becoming numb. God has always placed people in our lives at just the right time. So I had said goodbye to my daughter. My son said goodbye to his sister, and we gained a new family. My friend had reached out to me. She was in a hard place, and she needed somewhere to stay. So I opened my home up to she and her 2 daughters, and they stayed with us for several months. And there was a new, I'm not even sure how to explain it, but our home was different. There was laughter, there was fun, there was arguing, like we were a complete family once again. Again, just roller coasters of emotions, the highs, the lows, people in and out. I felt like God was allowing me to heal. I was picking up the broken pieces, and He was putting them together one by one. I gained so much strength during this time that I didn't even know I had, or I didn't realize that I was gaining. I was becoming stronger every day. My heart was still hurting. My son's father was still in jail. I was still grieving the loss of my dad. My son's Mimi. Saying goodbye to my daughter, and just different things in life that I felt like I was losing. Little pieces here, little pieces there, but yet God was putting all of that back together. And I believe that He was healing me and using others to allow me to heal while I was growing and learning how to navigate this new life. And during this time, I was growing stronger each and every day. And God He was teaching me, that I'm going to get you through this. You might not see it, you might not can feel it, but what you're going through now is going to help someone later. And I don't really want to relive anything that I've been through, but if I had to relive it in order to help someone else, I would. Because I gained so much wisdom and compassion over the last 17 years for people that are shunned, that are pushed to the side. And I feel like God has used our story to help others. And He's opened my eyes to see beyond what most people see. So this season that we were in, I feel like God was telling me, I've always wondered, am I ever going to get over this? Am I ever going to heal from this? Am I ever going to find normal or experience normal again? Where's my life going? And I did not know. I had to live one day at a time. And I feel like God was telling me, your heart's, it's going to heal. And the love that you have felt, the love that you still feel, you're going to feel it again. And He was giving me peace. He was restoring joy. And I was able to truly laugh and embrace life where we were instead of looking back. And looking back, today I can look back and see that God He was truly, moment by moment, strengthening me and healing me. And I didn't even know it. I couldn't see it, because when you're in the moment, it's hard to see past the moment. When you're in the bad, it's hard to see the good. And when you're in the good, sometimes you forget the bad. But here we were. I was a single mom. I was helping my friend and her daughters while they were helping us. My son and I, we were growing daily. We were growing stronger. We were growing together. And God was healing us. While his father was still in jail, the void was still there. that we were moving forward. And my story continues.